I'm from the Environmental Health Clinic. I treat environmental issues as they relate to health, and health issues as they relate to the environment. We've spent 30 years making environmental issues global enough to be newsworthy. So what we're doing now is breaking them down so that they are local enough to be actionable, so that you can take responsibility as one does for one's own health. Impatience, that is, people too impatient to wait for legislative change to address environmental issues, can make appointments at the clinic, and they, instead of getting prescriptions for pharmaceuticals, walk out with prescriptions for design interventions, and data collection. So instead of orthotics, you might be prescribed an energy return system in your shoe. This treats the reluctant pedestrian syndrome and will increase the stride length by about 20 to 40%, facilitating pedestrian take-back from urban contexts dominated by cars, and returns the spring into your step. Your concern for local water quality can be addressed with a prescription tadpole, the most sensitive biomonitoring for widespread endocrine disruptors. Each of these exquisitely sensitive tadpoles is named for a bureaucrat responsible for decisions that affect your water quality. And like every inpatient at the clinic, you can upload video of your behavioral oddities of your local tadpole bureaucrat to your environmental health clinic social networking site, and yes, you can social network with a tadpole. Instead of a urine sample, I ask for a mouse sample. Instead of, well, you get the idea. But the prescription product that the one prescription product I want to show you is something to address local warming, and I don't mean that local warming, local air quality issues. A solar awning-powered light that supports plant growth and soil microbes, which provide the best nanotechnology we have for remediating local air quality. That is, removing formaldehyde, toluene, benzene, and common indoor air contaminants. Indoor air quality gets worse in green buildings when we insulate them better and seal them off better, and the buildup of these common indoor air contaminants provides a significant problem. The traditional way to deal with this, of course, is to flush indoor air with outdoor air, and we spend 40% of our building energy doing that, on the presumption that outdoor air quality...
I'm sorry, someone... I'm sorry.
Are you trying to cut me off? All right, I'm finishing.
Usually I'm more aggressive.
That's based on the presumption that outdoor air quality, with its mercury and particulates and ozone, is better than indoor air quality, which is just not a valid assumption in most urban contexts. So it's based on a high-efficiency LED system that we spend a lot of time tuning so that the LEDs actually provide a nice white but cover where chlorophyll absorbs to support the... and we've also power this with a solar awning, which is something that's visible and tunable for seasonal adjustment. So it's a whole closed system when it's installed, and of course it then supports the light growth. The LEDs provide a thermal gradient that pulls the air across it. So there's no distribution loss. It's a locally optimal system, which is what we do, the aggregate effect of which, can, in fact, amount to something significant. So that's actually what the Environmental Health Clinic does, is looking at how we can create local interventions that can amount to something, to amount to collective remediative action to something significant. And I just, in final, to close, we're looking for people to buy green light systems, the solar-powered awning green light system, and are game enough to try to submit this to the HMO for reimbursement. Thank you.